Welcome, Mayor Muriel Bowser. Welcome, Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. We would like to also welcome our elected officials, members of the national and international press, and our esteemed guests. Welcome to the media launch of the World Culture Festival 2023. My name is Jennifer Stevenson. I'm a member of the steering committee, and I'm joined here by my colleague, Christopher Smythe Macaulay, a member of our board of directors for the Art of Living Foundation. We are thrilled to be here for the launch of the World Culture Festival 2023, an Olympic-scale celebration expected to bring more than 150,000 people to the National Mall over 3 days, September 29th to October 1st. This will be our fourth World Culture Festival. The previous three took place in Europe and Asia, and it brought together millions of people from around the world in celebration of our cultural heritage through the arts, music, and dance. We are so excited that for the first time ever, the World Culture Festival will be premiering in the United States here at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. It will be truly a historic and epic celebration, one of diversity, unity, and peace on a global scale, an event like no other. And now you may be wondering, well, what is the World Culture Festival about? The World Culture Festival is a celebration of diversity at an unimaginable scale. And it is central to the movement that Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, the founder of the Art of Living Foundation, started 42 years ago to create a harmonious and compassionate world. Gurudev shares that it is celebration that uplifts the spirit, that allows us to feel connected to all those around us. And it is from this space that we live our highest potential of peace, love, unity, and compassion. There will be music, there will be dance, there will be ethnic foods honoring all traditions. It will be like traveling the world on the National Mall. And it will also convene world leaders, government officials, religious leaders, those in the arts, civil society, who will forge bonds and recommit to a global harmony and cooperation. There will also be a peace meditation. The festival is not an end, it is a beginning of a more connected, peaceful, and inclusive society.
Okay. Thank you for that beautiful explanation of what the World Culture Festival is, Jennifer. Now we go into why. Why are we having this World Culture Festival right now at this moment in history? With the world that is so hyper-polarized right now, the very act of bringing people together breaks this polarization and demonstrates that the power of inclusion and belongingness. It becomes very difficult for you to hold a grudge or bias against someone when you've gone to have some commonality and sit together with someone and get to know them. We know that each other and realize the core of who we are is different. But our diversity is what makes us strong and unique. In the same way, we experience this fabric, the beautiful fabric of global cultures and traditions. The World Culture Festival is not only a platform for the preservation of cultural traditions, it cements at an experiential level that we all have rich traditions and we are one world family. Given the challenges we face, the pandemic, growing divisions, economic and political uncertainty, climate change, etc., we have seen exponential increase in stress, anxiety, and depression that impacts billions, the mental health of billions around the world today. This is unfortunate. The World Culture Festival is a breath of fresh air. It gives us an opportunity to celebrate and to rise against hatred and intolerance. It offers us a chance to bring belongingness and an opportunity to experience unity and peace, celebrating that which makes us all unique, our diversity. The Art of Living Foundation is incredibly proud to co-host the 4th World Culture Festival in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. with the Honorable Mayor Muriel Bowser. This is a 100% locally produced celebration that represents the beautiful tapestry of cultures that makes the United States of America. Over 50,000 people have already registered to attend this event in the fall. Now, we would like to briefly present a small video highlighting the past World Culture Festivals.
Every crisis is an opportunity to send the message to the world. We can celebrate our differences, to live life to its fullest, to unite people of different cultures, races, nationalities, and religions, to uplift human life. What makes World Culture Fest so exciting? Beyond the dancing, the singing, the connection, it begins with a vision. Inspired by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, a spiritual teacher and voice of harmony, it's a vision of the world coming together as one family.
It is time the wall should come down between cultures, between civilizations. We all must realize we are one world family.
And it's about the experience.
I'm so happy to be here.
I want the world to share and have the joy what we are having.
Here, the most peaceful place in the world.
Look at New Delhi tonight. 3.5 million people and no violence.
It's inspiration. It's diversity on an Olympic scale. It's inclusivity and pure celebration. Now, the World Culture Festival is premiering in the United States. This is your opportunity to be part of history. And September 29, 2023, the World Culture Fest is premiering at the National Mall in Washington, D.C.
As we can see, the World Culture Festival is indeed an Olympic scale event and festival. It is magnificent, and we're so fortunate that we're able to celebrate here in the nation's capital. With deep appreciation, we can walk away richer, celebrating our diversity and our uniqueness. We will be announcing shortly some of the preliminary lineup of dignitaries and culture performances that will be part of this 4th World Culture Festival. But before that, it is my immense pleasure and honor to introduce the Honorable Mayor. Wait, I'll give you a bio first. I'm sorry. I have to introduce you properly, Madam Mayor. Mayor Bowser is the 7th elected mayor of Washington, D.C. She has a strong record of creating a bold urban policy agenda, making tough decisions in a high-stakes environment, and shaping a diverse economy. On November 8th, she became only the 2nd person elected 3 times as mayor of Washington, D.C. She is the first African American woman to be elected to 3 4-year terms as mayor of an American city. Since taking office, Mayor Bowser has boldly reset DC's global and national competitiveness, sped up affordable housing production, diversified the DC economy, oversaw consistent enrollment growth across the district's public schools to its highest enrollment since home rule, increased satisfaction in city services, refocused our efforts around achieving statehood, and invested in programs and policies that allow more families to live and thrive across the city. Mayor Bowser is committed to an equity agenda. She has focused on investing in DC small businesses, and since the beginning of her administration has increased the district's spending in the CBE community from just over $300 million to $1.1 billion, publishing a green book listing the DC government and regional partner procurement opportunities. Mayor Bowser also created the first ever Office of Racial Equity, Office of Gun Violence Prevention, expanded the Mayor Marion S. Barry Summer Youth Program to young people up to age 24, and funded the first ever Black home ownership fund. She's a graduate of Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative and of Leadership Greater Washington. She holds a Bachelor of Arts from Chatham University and a Master of Public Policy from the American University. Now, please welcome me. Welcome, Mayor Bowser.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am delighted to welcome you and celebrate this wonderful news today. Gurudev, Shri Ravi, Shankar, thank you so much for being here, your vision, your leadership, and your outstanding choice to come to Washington, D.C. I want to thank the World Culture Festival organizers and the Art of Living Foundation in advance for the hard work that we have ahead of us in partnership to welcome tens of thousands of human beings to Washington, D.C. And it is the mission of this time together that we come together as world citizens, as fellow humans, to celebrate our humanity, to reconnect, to demonstrate that we can do big things when we work across cultures, when we work across backgrounds and beliefs, and work as human beings to make this a better world. We're expecting to welcome over 100,000 people, I'm told, from more than 180 countries to our national mall. And you won't be surprised that I'm going to say that this is the perfect place for the world to come together. We do it every single day. We know you know a lot about federal Washington, the White House, the Congress, and such. But we also hope that you'll learn about local Washington. That's where I'm from. And 700,000 people live here in wonderful neighborhoods and a tremendous culture who are a loving and giving people and always interested to know more about the world. We are a global city, a welcoming city, and a city who loves to welcome visitors. It will be fun, I know, for our community as well as for everyone who is visiting, and I look forward to participating. And now I have the honor to introduce an extraordinary citizen of the world, Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar. He who is a global humanitarian and a leader in peace efforts around the world. He is the founder of 2 charitable organizations, the Art of Living Foundation and the International Association for Human Values, with millions of volunteers engaged in service projects around the globe. And with the World Culture Festival, he is uniting people and really bringing to life his vision for a more harmonious world. And harmony is what our world needs. Please join me in welcoming the Guru.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Madam Bowser, and it's such a pleasure for all of us to be here in the capital of United States of America to announce the World Culture Festival, the 4th World Culture Festival. It's time that we have to spread the message of harmony and peace, don't you think so? In a world where there is a post-pandemic, especially when there is aggression on one side and depression on the other side, and a huge mental health crisis that we are facing, I think it's timely for us to come together in a spirit of celebration and honor our diversity, which is the wealth of humanity. So, on this occasion, I would also like to announce that we would like to honor the frontline workers, health workers. We would choose two of them from the whole of the country here, United States, and would like to honor 2 healthcare professionals, workers, 2 of the firemen who have been fighting fire, 2 environmentalists, and then 2 from the union leaders who are putting their heart and soul to keep life going on our cities and our countryside, everywhere. So we need to honor these people, and World Culture Festival will be an occasion to recognize their contribution to our society. What do you think? That's a good idea. We think it will be 150,000 people. I think it will go beyond that, because already we have just announced and already 50,000 people have already signed up. And this will be seen from the world over by billions of people. At least the last World Culture Festival was watched by 1.2 billion people, the live stream. So the message is very clear from all of us that we are one global family, and we need to care for each other and share our rich heritage with each other. And with these few words, I thank you all for being a part of it, and let's bring more and more people, NGOs, organizations, faith-based people, all diverse sections of society will have to come together. Only then we will be able to achieve this idea or fulfill this idea of harmony, global harmony, and one world family idea. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser, for your inspiring words, and thank you, Gurudev, for for your inspiring remarks and sharing your vision for the World Culture Festival. An incredibly bold vision, as we saw in the World Culture Festival footage, and an inspiration to behold. Now we would like to announce our preliminary lineup for World Culture Festival 2023. We have more than 50 world leaders, current and former heads of states, members of national parliaments, and international government organizations who have already committed to attend. We'll now share the lineup of a few of these illustrious members. His Excellency, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, the 8th Secretary General of the United Nations. His Excellency Chan Santoki, President of Suriname. His Excellency Pravin Jugnauth, Prime Minister of Mauritius. His Excellency Vicente Fox, former Prime Minister of Mexico. His Excellency Federico Franco, former President of Paraguay. His Excellency Venkaiah Naidu, former Vice President of India. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, former President of Nigeria. His Excellency Aloy Peterle, former Prime Minister of Slovenia. Her Excellency Rosalia Arteaga Serrano, former President of Ecuador. His Excellency Kjell Magne Bondevik, former Prime Minister of Norway. And the Honorable Hildebrando Tapia, former member of the Andean Parliament. You can view a comprehensive list of these esteemed members of both our reception committee and our organizing committee at wcf.artofliving.org. We also have thousands of unique performers and artists who will take part in a jam-packed entertainment lineup. All performers come from around the world, representing cultures and heritage from more than 35 countries. We have 1,000 Chinese cultural performers, a 1,000-person gospel choir, 500 Indian classical dancers, a 500-person global dance mashup, 200 hip-hop dancers, 200 Ukrainian dancers, 200 Latin American dancers, 100 Afghan performers, 100 Native American performers, and that is just to name a few. We will also feature a diverse international food festival, attracting thousands to the mall. It will feature international cuisines of chefs from the capital region, with more than 50 ethnic food trucks stationed in designated areas. We'll also have a yoga event, a festival, Saturday morning on the National Mall. And we'll have pop-up cultural events throughout the district, at least one in every of the 8 wards. The pop-ups... We're so excited about the pop-ups, as they are a chance for DC residents and visitors to preview and experience celebration, culture, and unity. In fact, we will be hosting our first pop-up this Saturday, May 20th, at the Meridian Hill Park. And the highlight of this event is that Gurudev will be there himself to lead a meditation. These pop-ups are free and open to the public. They will feature music, dance, yoga, and meditation. We welcome you all to please attend. With that,
thank you. This is an exciting time. I'm so looking forward to this next few months of preparation and this grand event. I am now delighted to introduce our next speaker, Scott Finlayson, Senior Vice President of Hargrove, who will be going over exciting event logistics details. Scott Finlayson is a senior executive providing strategic and operating leadership across all aspects of the events and production processes. He excels at project management and is an accomplished general manager, producer. Scott's innate knowledge of the strategic oversight and inner workings of events, theatrical production, theme park operations, and entertainment are unparalleled. He eloquently manages the most diverse and complex programming and thrives for such challenges and opportunities. Finlayson started his career at the Disneyland Resort in California, where he managed operations, stage shows, parades, fireworks, along with stage management and talent operations. Prior, he served as the director of entertainment operations for Universal Studios Hollywood, where he was responsible for the delivery of all shows in the park, cartoon character, and atmosphere entertainment. Most recently, Scott was the Chief Operating Officer for Blue Man Group, having served as a Senior Vice President, Theatrical Productions, and Senior General Manager, live productions for the company. Scott is an inspiring leader who has built and nurtured excellent working relationship with partners, customers, executives, management teams, performers, technical crew, and staff. His superior management style and solid problem-solving skills have ensured that he always delivers results on time and on budget while maintaining creative excellence and safety standards. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Finlayson.
Thank you for that kind introduction. I wish my wife was here to hear that. So thank you, Gurudev, the Art of Living Foundation, and the World Culture Festival for planning in this planning committee, for your vision and partnership, and to bring this wonderful uniting event to Washington, D.C. Hargrove is proud to be supporting this momentous event, and part of Encore's brand, which produces over 1.7 million events a year. Hargrove's unique 80-year history here in Washington, D.C. includes providing over 100 events on the National Mall, including support for every presidential inauguration since Harry Truman. You just saw this exciting video. The World Cultural Festival is going to be a momentous experience of singing, dancing, and unity. Gurudev's vision of the event has certainly been percolating since the New Delhi World Culture Festival in 2016. And it's been a DC endeavor in development for the better part of a year now. Working collaboratively in partnership with the Executive Office of the Mayor, Events DC, the Mayor's Special Events Group Task Force, our National Park Service, Homeland Security, and Emergency Management Agency, and other applicable city agencies, Hargrove's team of designers, producers, artisans, and engineers have been hard at work to create this memorable festival experience that will span nearly the entire length of the National Mall. From 3rd Street to 14th Street, the National Mall will play host to over 3 days of programming to a projected, I'm going to say 200,000 attendees. Our back-of-house talent village at 3rd Street is set to accommodate over 200 crew members and 2,000 performers at any one time. The main stage off of 4th Street can seat over 400 individuals. The dance floor, 32,000 square feet, will provide over a football field worth of performance space and one of the largest spectacles the National Mall has ever seen. With over 40 musical performances and nearly 10,000 performers, including world-renowned musicians, singers, and dancers. A seated audience section is provided with over 12,000 seats. And lastly, the festival activities extend through our Embassy Village between 7th Street and 14th Street, and will showcase the global tapestry of food, activities, and learning opportunities, all coordinated by the Art of Living. There's no doubt this event will be proportionate in a way that it's one Hargrove is thrilled to be a part of. I can't wait to help Gurudev and the Art of Living's vision come to life. And with that, I'd like to introduce Angie Gates to the podium.
I am. Well, we just discovered something in common today, so maybe I can pass. Thank you, Scott, for those remarks. Very, very uplifting, inspiring. We look forward to when you'll be able to do the real full media show of the events and the plan. I'm really honored to introduce Angie Gates, who will address the expected economic impact of the World Culture Festival. Angie M. Gates, is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the official Convention and Sports Authority for the District of Columbia. Gates, who most recently serves as DC's Director of Office of Cable, Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment, will guide the organization tasked with generating economic and community benefits for DC residents and businesses through premier events. A 20-year veteran in the fields of event management, entertainment, film, and public service, Gates' expertise ranges from tourism and hospitality to film and venue operations. Notably, Gates was named the first African-American general manager of the iconic Warner Theater and earned Washington, D.C. its first Emmy at the 60th Annual National Academy of Television Arts and Science Awards show. Gates, you can go. Gates also recently received the President's Lifetime Achievement Award from Joseph R. Biden in 2020. Gates was appointed to serve on the Washington, D.C. Reopen D.C. Advisory Group, the COVID-19 task force charged with delivering recommendations and a plan to reopen D.C. safely and sustainably. Under Gates' leadership, Events DC will further its mission of building community connections through impactful events and programming as the city continues to flourish following the COVID-19 pandemic. As the conventions, meetings, sports, and entertainment industries continue to evolve, Gates will be tasked with driving sustainability, innovation, and a thriving tourism economy in DC that will serve as a national model. Let us now hear from Angie Gates.
Good morning, everyone. So Gurudev, let me just start by saying thank you for allowing Washington, D.C. to be the stage of the World Cultural Festival. I'm excited about that. It's wonderful to be here this morning, and as Mayor Bowser knows, we are the capital of creativity. And I have to give a shout out to Director Foster. Like, check this out. It's happening in September, which is 202 Create Month. It can't get no better. 202 Creates Month, right? So as the official Convention and Sports Authority of the District of Columbia, we continue to make great strides in tourism, recovery, and attract visitors from all corners of the earth to see all that Washington, D.C. has to offer. The World Culture Festival is precisely the type of event that will engage and excite crowds in Washington, D.C. Now let's talk about these figures. Based on Destinations International current estimate, we expect the World Culture Festival to bring over 150,000 attendees. But I'm with you, Scott. We're going to do about 200,000, right? We are also expecting an estimated economic impact of $29.8 million. With approximately 35,000 overnight hotel stays. So we are very excited about that. And we know that these numbers are definitely going to continue to grow as people plan to experience this incredible event on the National Mall. This festival creates jobs. It is also an opportunity for new experiences and an opportunity for DC residents to engage in a cultural exchange. More tourists, you know what that means. More people supporting and enjoying our local businesses, enjoying our restaurants, enjoying our creative community, as you know, Reggie Van Lee. It also gives us an opportunity to talk about being the capital of champions and enjoying our sports as well, right, everybody? And we definitely have a booming nightlife and a diverse culture here in Washington, D.C. There is something to do in all 8 wards, and with these pop-ups, we're going to be real busy in September. This festival will also be streamed online, showcasing the nation's capital to a worldwide audience. Together, we will create connections locally, nationally, and internationally. I'm so pleased about the inclusiveness of this festival. I always say music is the universal language. This gives us an opportunity to communicate and really get to know one another and dance in the process and have some good food with these culinary experiences. So I'm super excited about that. This festival, more importantly, allows us to come together as we weave the cultural fabric in the spirit of humanity. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at the festival in September.
Thank you, Angie, for your inspiring and supportive remarks. We would now like to open up a Q&A session with Gurudev and Mayor Bowser. Please, we invite you to the stage. Microphones will be circulating for the media, and Gurudev and Mayor Bowser graciously have agreed to accept questions with regards to the World Culture Festival.
Thank you. I'm Lalit Jha from PTI Press Trust. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm Lalit Jha from PTI, an Indian news agency. Gurudev, I have a question for you. Why did you select Washington, D.C. as the city for your third World Cultural Festival 2023? There must be other cities in the contention as well. And and to the mayor, what is the impression thoughts about the Indian Americans living in the city, and how is it going to benefit the city itself?
You know, when it said why DC, I would say why not DC? One thing is, in the past we have had 2 of our World Culture Festival in the capital of that country. We had the Berlin, which is capital of Germany, and then New Delhi, it's India's capital city. So we thought Washington, D.C. is the best place, though we had options of Los Angeles and Albuquerque and many other places. But I think D.C. is more charming and attractive.
Thank you, Gurudev. Gurudev says, why not DC? We say, obviously DC. So we're a world capital, and we know the experiences that we offer here, we put up against any of the world's capitals. And our National Mall, as just been described, is really made for an event like this that welcomes people from around the world comfortably, safely, and has backdrops like no other. So just imagine the performances, the dancing in the morning, at night, throughout the day, with the Capitol in front of you, the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial in the distance. So there's really no comparison.
Is there any other questions? Yes, sir.
Yes, Gurudev, can you talk about, I understand why not D.C., but making this decision to come to Washington, D.C. and the United States at a time when violence is rising in our cities, and some countries around the world have actually issued travel warnings to their citizens coming to D.C. because of mass shootings and whatnot. Can you talk about bringing an event of this scale, focused on peace and harmony, into a city at a time when violence is so much dominating the conversation?
Absolutely. I think your question has it has an inherent answer in it. Absolutely, for this reason, when there is so much need for awareness about importance of non-violence and creating peace and mental health issue, this is a very big issue. And I think a message from the Washington, D.C., the national capital of United States, would have a far-reaching impact in the whole of the planet, everywhere in the world. Yeah.
Yes, over here, the pink shirt.
Mayor Bowser, so many people, this is a tremendous Olympic-sized event that was mentioned. So many people not only are going to be on the National Mall, but going into the D.C. area. With the crime level that we've been seeing, how are you planning to address that? Are you bringing in perhaps a National Guard? What's your plan to address that?
I think what we've demonstrated today, and I appreciate the questions from our press that have convinced themselves that people won't visit Washington, D.C. 50,000 people have already registered for this event in September. They recognize that we are a city that supports tourism, that has hotel opportunities along the income spectrum, from the most economical to the most lavish, that we have transportation all around our mall that in some cases is free. We have a safe and beautiful and clean transit system that can connect people all across this entire region. So we're very much looking forward to not only this festival, but to all the conventions and meetings and sporting activities and cultural events that take place in Washington, D.C. every single day.
Any other questions? Yes.
If I can ask one more question about, there's so much excitement about people from across the world coming to this World Culture Festival in September, but across the world, people are having trouble in coming to the U.S., mainly the visa issue. Several countries, people having a long waiting list. In India in particular, it goes up to around 1 year or so. As the mayor of the city, how do you want to address that people who want to travel to come to this World Culture Festival, they get the proper visa, they get it in time?
Well, thank you for that question, because that's certainly something that we talk to all of our federal partners about, particularly at Commerce. We were together with Destination DC, one of our tourism partners, recently with Travel USA, and representatives of the Department of Commerce attended that event. So we're very much looking forward to them speeding up the visa process, both on our end and on the countries that want to, the people who want to visit the U.S., and working very hard in doing that. We see it also as making sure that all of our agencies have the people that they need and they're at work where they need to be so that they can process these visas. The bottom line is we have seen post-COVID, our domestic travel has completely rebounded. And we know that our international travel will rebound when those visa issues are also addressed both here and abroad. So we are very focused on that as well, so that people can travel freely. We're also proud, you asked me about Indian Americans and Indian American Washingtonians. We think we have a thriving community in DC and in the region surrounding DC. So there also will be many opportunities for people visiting, to visit restaurants and faith and cultural institutions all around DC in the region during that time.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser and Gurudev, for this opportunity for the press to ask questions. At this moment, we would like to invite our additional speakers, Angie and Scott, to the stage for a group photo. Okay, we still have a bit more in our program. If we could please take our seats, we'll continue for a few more minutes. At this time, we would like to present a video featuring remarks from a few members of our illustrious reception committee supporting the World Culture Festival 2023.
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Michelle Steele. The Fourth World Culture Festival will take place in Washington, D.C. from September 29th to October 1st, 2023 on the historical National Mall. I commend the Art of Living Foundation and its founder, Guru Sri Ravi Shankar, for hosting this landmark event in our nation's capital. This unique festival will celebrate different cultures and perspectives on the global stage, something that is very important to me and our nation. Thank you and enjoy.
Hi, it's Congressman Mike Quigley. Our iconic National Mall is a place where history has been made, movements were born, and visions and dreams were brought to life. Hi, it's Congressman Mike Quigley. Our iconic National Mall is a place where history has been made, movements were born, and visions and dreams were brought to life. The World Cultural Festival on September 29th to October 1st will continue this tradition by showcasing the power of our unity in diversity and the vision of a one-world family.
Hi everyone, I'm Congressman Andy Kim, representing the New Jersey 3rd Congressional District. I just wanted to help welcome the 4th World Culture Festival to our National Mall. What an incredible opportunity to be able to celebrate the diversity across our world and to be able to host it right here in our nation's capital. This is something that will truly be a wonderful opportunity for people to meet, to be able to experience different things and be able to understand all the different incredible stories that are out there and history that's out there that can be so enriching.
Hi,
so
I'm
proud to be able to help welcome this and to be a part of it. Thank you.
World Culture Festival gives us a unique opportunity to gather and celebrate our differences. I commend Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar for creating a forum that brings diverse communities together on one global platform. We need this now more than ever. And I, Congressman Danny Davis, look forward to celebrating this festival of humanity with the world.
Hi everybody, I'm Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy of the 8th District of Illinois. I want to encourage all of you to participate in the 4th World Culture Festival in Washington, D.C. from September 29th to October 1st on the National Mall. This is going to be spearheaded by Sri Ravi Shankar and the Art of Living Foundation and others, and it will be a global showcase featuring people from 180 countries, including many humanitarian leaders, leaders of not-for-profits, heads of state, and others. I'm looking forward to being a part of it and seeing everybody there. It will be something that will celebrate our diversity, and as you know, diversity is our strength and in unity is our power. And we are going to be unified in celebrating our diversity and celebrating our culture, our heritage, our roots. So again, mark your calendars, September 29th to October 1st on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. I look forward to seeing you then.
Virginia State Senator Chap Peterson, and I'm here to promote the World Cultural Festival, which will take place from September 29th to October 1st in Washington, D.C. with the help of the D.C. City government. I'm very proud to be a sponsor of this wonderful event. It'll give a chance for people from all cultures and all faiths to come together to celebrate our lives together as human beings. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you to our esteemed members of U.S. Congress for your inspiring words of support for World Culture Festival. Before we move into our next performance, I would like to take the opportunity to say a big thank you to all our partners. Events DC, Destination DC, the Mayor's Office, LRA PR, Hargrove, Nouveau Productions, and all our partners. Thank you so much. And with that, I have the honor of introducing Wonderland Indonesia, men fancy dance representing the native culture and tribal experience of Turtle Island. Let's give them a big hand.
Yeah.
Thank you to Wonderland Indonesia for that beautiful and graceful performance. We look forward to much more on the mall, September 29th to October 1st. And with that, we conclude our event. Thank you all for your attendance. Thank you all for your support. And we invite you to the hall outside for some refreshments.